In this next video, we are going to look at the areas between two curves that intersect. So let's write down some notes. Oops, there we go. If the curves intersect over the interval A and B, the first thing you need to do is find the intersect. Between the two curves. Then, you need to try and draw a sketch. And finally, you need to set up your integrals. So let's do an example. Example 1, we're going to find the values of x where the graph of the functions f of x equals 4 over x and g of x equals x intersect. Then we're going to sketch them on the same axes, and we will identify the regions that we're going to find, the areas between 1 and 3. So let's find where the two graphs intersect. So I'm going to put the first graph equal to the second graph. 4 over x equals x. Okay, moving the x across gives me 4 equals x squared. And then when I square root, I get plus or minus 2 is x. Okay, now I need to try and sketch the graph. I won't be interested in the minus 2 because I'm only going between x equals 1 and x equals 3. Clearly, there's an x-intercept between here at 2. So when we sketch this graph, we already have an idea that the graph y equals x looks like, so it's a straight line. The graph of 4 over x is a reciprocal graph, or in year 11 you learnt it as a hyperbola. So I'm going to sketch just an idea. Remember, it's only rough. Okay, so there's y equals x as my easy graph to draw. And then if you remember, a hyperbola has two sections which has asymptotes. We're not really that bothered about what the asymptotes are, but if you remember from year 11, that's what a hyperbola looks like. And we know that they intersect at the point when x equals 2. So I'm putting that on there. And we want to find the region between x equals 1 and x equals 3. So I'm going to shade the region that we're interested in. So it's this one and this one. So we have two regions to find. Okay, so let's set up the first region. If we look between 1 and 2, the top curve is 4 over x and the bottom curve is x. So let's put that down. So the area equals the integral between 1 and 2 of the top curve, which is 4 over x, minus the bottom curve, which is x. And then we set the second region. I'll just scroll down a minute. We can see the top curve is now x, y equals x, and the bottom curve is y equals 4 over x. So we're going between 2 and 3 of x minus 4 over x with respect to x. Now let's integrate. So remember, 4 over x, special rule, becomes 4 natural log of x. We integrate. And then when we integrate x, we add a power by 2, divide by 2. Okay, keep the numbers you're going to substitute in the same order. Then we're going to add an integral. So this time it's x squared over x minus 4 natural log of x between 2 and 3. Now let's substitute the values in. So 4 natural log of 2 minus 2 squared over 2. Take away. Now I'm subbing in 1 into this. 4 natural log of 1 minus 1 squared over 2. Okay, that's the first bit. Then I'm going to do the second bit. Add that bit. Now I like to put little square brackets around so I can tell that's the first bit, and then this bit's the second bit, just so it just keeps track on what I'm doing. So I'm going to now substitute 3 into here. 3 squared over 3 minus, oh, hang on a sec, Mrs. Gilmore's made a mistake. Let's just rub that out. That should have been a 2. hence that should have been a 2. Apologies. Minus 4 natural log of 3, the first bit, and then I'm going to subtract. Now I'm going to sub 2 in. So 2 squared over 2 minus 4 natural log of 2, close bracket. Okay, let's work all this out now. We're going to have to leave it in terms of exact values because I don't have a calculator. So 4 natural log of 2 is the first bit. Minus, so 2 squared is 4, 4 over 2 is 2. Take away, now let's do this bit. 4 natural log of 1. Remember the natural log of 1 is 0, because remember e to the power of 0 equals 1. So the natural log of 1 is 0. So that's just 0 minus, and then this bit I've got 1 squared is 1 over 2 is a half, so minus a half. Okay, now that's the first bit, so we'll put square brackets down. Now I'm going to add, work this bit out. And 3 squared is 9, 9 over 2, minus 4 natural log of 3. Take away, and now I'm here. 2 squared is 4, 4 over 2 is 2, minus 4 natural log of 2. Now I'm going to write it all out and then simplify. 4 natural log of 2 minus 2 plus 1/2 plus 9 over 2 minus 4 natural log of 3. I'm over here now. Minus 2 plus 4 natural log of 2. Now I'm going to collect together my like terms. So I've got 4 natural log of 2 minus this one and this one. Gives me, let's just write it out. And then collect together minus 2 plus a half plus 4.5 here minus another 2 there gives me plus 1. Now let's remember rules of logs when there's a takeaway sign and when there's a plus sign. Okay, so we can multiply the 2's together and then divide it by the 3. So that becomes 4 natural log of 4 over 3 plus 1. And we are square units. Okay, now you are ready to complete exercise 8B. We should have looked already at questions 1 to 6. Let's go now. Question 7 to question 18, and you'll find that on page 275.